आप क्या कर रहे हो? आओ बेटा, नहीं आया वो।
Hi everyone, good morning.
काम करो, खड़े खड़े 2 बादाम काट दो।
Once again, guys, just give me 2 minutes. We'll just start the session. Hi everyone. Is there any doubt on previous session? If yes, we can discuss on that and then we can proceed with today's topic. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, you are. I don't have any doubts.
Sorry?
No, I said no doubts from my end.
Okay. That's good. Okay. I'll share my screen. Is my screen is visible?
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for confirmation. So yesterday we saw the basics of Python. Today also we will continue with the basics of Python. Okay. So today we will see what are the data types, what is typecasting, okay, what are the operators, those things and all we will be seeing. Okay. So what are the data type? Okay. So what is meant by data type? Any idea what is meant by data type?
It's like, integer, float. Basically, how do you define the variable with what should be the type of the variable?
Yes, correct. The data type means it's like what is the value of what kind of value the variable can store. That is called the data type. Okay. So for example, if I'm giving a is equal to 10, as I mentioned earlier, Python will automatically detect its type. You don't have to specifically given that this is the integer, this is a float, this is a Boolean value. So you are not going to give anything. You are not going to tell Python this is integer, this is a float. It will automatically detect its type. Okay, so that is the feature of Python. Okay, so now we will see. I will show you some examples. Okay, so for example, if I am okay, here we'll take it. Okay, let's see. I am defining a equal to 10. Okay, so now we will see what is the type of, that is what is the data type of A. So how to check this is like type of A. So what type is a keyword which is available in the Python, which will tell you what is the type of this variable A. So how to check is we can just print and check it. Okay, print within that print statement, we are going to give this type of A. We are going to give it. Okay, so if I run this now, we will see it. Okay, see here, this is an integer. So this is an integer. So now A is a variable which holds the data type of integer. So likewise, you can define anything. If I'm giving 10.5, we will see what is the type of B. Okay. You can run anywhere. I'm saying. So if you see, this is the B equal to 10.5. This is a float value. So if I'm giving C equal to true or false, it is a Boolean value. So T should be capital. Remaining and all, it should be in the lowercase. Okay, so now C is a variable which holds this true or false. True or false, it is a Boolean value. So if we go and check the value for C, we will be able to see it. See here. What is it? It is saying bool. So this is an integer, this is a float, this is a Boolean value. Now I am going to store a string value. So as I mentioned in the previous class, so string should be within either it should be enclosed with single quote or a double quote. Okay, so I am saying D equal to happy. So now I have enclosed within double quotes. Okay, so now we will see. Okay, what is the value of D? If you see, it is string. So if I gave the same thing in, if I enclose the same thing with single quote, that also it will be considered as a string only. So we will see here. See, this is also string only. Either if you enclosed with the double quote or if you either with enclosed with single quote, Python will automatically consider that as a string. Okay. Now, one more thing is there. So I am giving same values like 10 I'm giving, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to enclose them with the quotes. Okay. Now tell me what will be the data type for F? Any idea?
Should throw you an
Like
error, or might be string.
Only.
Yes, correct. It will be a string. Why? Because so Python will consider whatever it is enclosed within the string, Python will consider them as a string only. Okay, so print type of F. We will see here what will be the thing. If you see here, it is string. Okay, so whatever it is enclosed, either it is a decimal, sorry, integer, or even though it is an integer, if we enclose them with the string, Python will consider with the quotes, then Python will consider them as a string. Is there any doubts?
What if you don't give any quotes and then just give a string value there?
It will throw an error. See here. What it is saying, unresolved reference. So it will not accept it.
Okay.
For string, you should give it the quotes. Any doubts till now? Okay, we'll move on to the next. Now we have something called complex. Okay, so what is meant by the complex is like a complex number which has the real number and the imaginary part. Okay, so consider this x is equal to 3 plus 4j. So this is a complex number. So if you see here, so I'm just saying 3 plus 4j. Okay, so if you see this type of H, what it will happen is like this data type, it will be complex. See here, it is complex. So these are the basics of data type, basic data type, whichever it is available in the Python. Any doubts till now, we can discuss or we can go forward.
Yeah. What will be the output of H in this case?
What is the output of?
H. If you print H,
It is
what is that?
complex, complex.
No, I'm not talking about type. So it's about the output, like 3 plus 4. Will it be like 7J or 3 plus 4J it will print, or what exactly it will print?
Okay, you want that. We'll try it out. It will print it like this only. It will not print 3 plus 4, 7J and all. It will not give it. For if you want that, you wanted to do some additions or something, you have to do. Separate method, you have to do it. It will consider it as a same thing only. 3 plus 4J only, it will print it.
Okay.
Any other doubts? Okay. So it will not add it see why. Okay, if we wanted that 7J, if you wanted, so see why we are not getting it. It like it is 1, 3 is a in max, consider it in your real time max. 3 is your real part, 5J is 4J is a imaginary part. Okay, here if you want that 7J means you have to convert this, give it as a J, and let's try it out. Okay, now if we see it is 7J. Okay, so Python will not be able to add this both like either it should be like this. Okay, both should be in real number or both should be in the imaginary. Then only it will be able to add it. You cannot mix real and imaginary together.
Got you. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Next thing is like we'll move on to the next part. Okay, so now we have something called typecasting. Okay, what is mean by typecasting? Typecasting means we are converting one data type into another data type. Okay, for example, I have a integer that is 5 point. I have a float value. This 5.8. It is a float value. I wanted to convert them into an integer. Then what it will happen is like it will convert it into an integer. Okay, we will see this here. Okay, so I'm saying typecasting here. I will comment this out as of now. Okay, line number 12, I have like 5.8. Okay, so initially we will go one by one. 5.8. Okay, print type of, I'm just saying X. Okay, if we run this, so this is a float value. Okay, am I right? So 5.8, it is a float value. Now I am going to convert this value into an integer. So how I am going to do? So I wanted to convert it into int. So I'm just saying int within bracket. I'm going to pass this value. Now if I run the same, I'm going to check the type. What it will do is like it will show the value as int. Okay, so we are just converting the value as int. So it is earlier it was a float value. When I just wanted to pass it as an integer, the value is got converted into an integer. This is called typecasting. From one data type to another data type, I am going to convert it. Is that clear? So
Abhikar, what is the need for this, for changing the data types from one type to another?
Okay, in your program, sometimes, okay, so sometimes it might mean you might need it to change the data type. Okay, so you might get for example, you might get it as like integer. You wanted to convert it into a string. It is depends upon your requirement. Okay, sometimes you might need this conversion of data type. To maintain what mostly what it will happen is like maybe in your source you might be getting it as a string, okay, so that the format did not change it, so you wanted to change it into an appropriate format. Okay, once you load the data into your application, you want to change that data format into your appropriate format based on the data type. So as per that, at the time it might be helpful for you for converting this into a data type, whatever you want.
Okay.
You got it? Suppose
Yes.
source is consider source is sending you as a data via JSON. Okay. In JSON, they might be send all the data as string. Okay. But while you're loading into your application, it might throw an error. So before loading into your application, you wanted to convert that into one based on your appropriate data type, whether you wanted to convert it to an integer, float. So at the time, it might be helpful.
Okay.
Did I answer your question?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now we will see, we know that in the previous example, we saw the integer value, which is enclosed within the string, enclosed within the code, it will be a string. Am I right? So I am going to convert that also into one integer. So we will see that as well. Print type of y. If you see here, that also it will be converted into an integer. Okay, see here, it is an integer. If you pass it without an quote, it will be an integer. But suppose if you are passing it within the quotes, that will be considered as a string. That also you can convert it back into an integer. Okay. So likewise, you can convert any value. You can convert the float value. You can convert this as well. See here. So this 10 is an integer. If you want, you can convert them into a float. 3.5, it is a float value, but if you are enclosing with the quotes, it will be considered as a string. That also you can convert it back into float value. So if we run this, see here, both are converted into float. Okay, now, so if you wanted to convert them into a string, so that is also possible. Okay, once again. So x is equal to string of 100, 3.5. I'm going to convert it into as a string. Okay. See here, string. It is a string value. So, but while I'll give you one more example. So if x is equal to happy, I'm just saying z is equal to happy. Okay, what will be the type of z? If you see here, it is a string. Am I right? So z value is type. Okay, so data, what I'm going to say, type of z. We will write it like this. Okay, now if I run this, okay, my data type of z is string. Okay, now if I'm trying to convert this string value into an integer, anyone can tell me whether it is acceptable, whether it will convert it into an integer? Line number 24.
No.
Yes, exactly. It will throw an error. We will run and see here. See here. It will say value error, invalid literal for int with base 10 happy. Why? Because this is a string. So this is a character value. Happy is a character. You cannot, Python will not be able to convert them into an integer or float value. It cannot do it. Okay, but if you pass, in previous example, we saw it, right? Within quotes, if you pass the number, that is possible. Okay, now if I pass it number, if you see here, okay, so it is converting. But if you pass character value, Python will not be able to convert it. It will throw an error. See here. I'm getting invalid literal for int with base 10.
What is the reason for that?
Okay, so how will you see? happy or sad, whatever the characters we are parsing it, it is not a number. So how will you, Python will not be able to identify whether it is it is not a number. So it is finding difficult to convert them into a data type, integer or float. It is not able to convert. It's a number.
But
It's not a number. Yeah.
but if 10 is in the double quotes, then it's already a string. So what's the difference whether it's a number or not?
No, yes, I agree. So see, it will identify as a string, okay? But when it converts, but number should be, that is the default behavior of the Python, okay? So it will identify as a string, but it cannot convert the characters into a number.
Okay, I see. Thank you. Also, is there upper string? I mean, like in the Java, there is a concept, right? Upper conversion and lower conversion. So is there anything in Python as well?
You mean uppercase and lowercase conversion?
Yeah.
Yes, we have that. We have it based on the string part, you mean to say, right?
Okay.
We have that.
Like downcasting and upcasting, I mean.
We don't have that.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Okay, any other doubts? Okay, so we'll move on to the next part. Okay. Okay, now we will see the operators. Okay, so what are the operator we can be used it in our Python. Okay, so operator means it is a symbol used to perform the arithmetic like operations. Okay, so we have like arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operators, we all know this: plus, minus, multiplication, division. So what we have everything in Python as well. We will see how this supports in Python. Okay, so addition means it will give you the addition. To add, it will add two numbers. 10 plus 5, it will give you 15. 10 minus 5, it will give you 5. So multiplication, division, this is a modulus. Power, it means 2 to the power of 3. It will, so this is the power. If we give 2 asterisk, it will be considered as 2 to the power of 3. That is 8. And this is a floor division. So we will see one example for each of these operators. Okay. So okay, so now I have defined a variable called A with the value of 10. Okay, and with the B, I have a defined another value as B with the value of 5. Okay, so we will see each operation. How is the what is the result? Okay, so now okay, so first if we see here, 10, we are seeing the addition. Okay, so if it is confusing, I'll give it like this. Addition result. Okay, so it will be like, first it will be 15. Okay, so it will be 10 plus 5, it will be 15. This will be subtraction result. Then we will have multiplication. Then we'll have division. Then A divided by 3 is modulus. That is it will return you the modulus will return you the remainder. Okay. This is the 2 into the power, just power. Okay. And finally, we have this floor division. Okay. Now, if we see here, I'll run this. Okay, see here. So addition, it is like it will add two numbers. Okay, 10 plus 5, it is returning 15. So it is a subtraction means it will minus, right? 10 minus 5, it will give you 5. Then multiplication, we all know 10 into 5, it is 50. And division, it is returning 10 divided by 5, it is 2.0. Okay, so consider this. What is the difference between this division and floor division is like, when you divide 10 divided by 3, the output will be 3.3. Okay, so but here what it will happen is like what it will return you the without decimal will give. So we will consider the same example. I'll show you here. A divided by B. Okay, so same division. I'll comment everything. We will have division and floor division alone. I'll show you the difference. Okay. See here. So what is the difference between the division and the floor division is like, here you are getting 2.0. That 0.0, it will, what it will do is like, it will remove the decimal part and it will give you only this integer part alone, it will give you. So it will give only the 2. That is the division, difference between the division and the floor division. So then what it will happen when you run the modulus? Okay, so modulus, what it will do is like, it will always give you the reminder, whatever it is a reminder, right? That alone it will be giving you. So we will see what is the value. See here, division, it is 2.0. Modulus will give you the reminder value. Floor division, we already saw it. So it will give only the, it will remove the decimal part and it will give you only the integer part. And power, we all know it is like 2 to the power of 3. So we have in so it means it will multiply 3 times. Okay, so it will be like 8. 8 will be the output. So if you see here, power value is, output is 8. Any doubts till now for this arithmetic operators? Okay, if not, we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so now we all see like what is the arithmetic operator. Okay, so now we have this assignment operator. Okay, so what is mean by the assignment operator? It means, okay, I'll show you here. So it is used to assign the value. If we have equal to, then means x is equal to 10. Okay, so if we have, you might have seen this value plus or equal to, it means what does it meaning is x, like it is like you are adding that value and assign it back. I will show you here. For example, x is equal to 10. If you print that value, it will be 10. Okay, so now x plus or equal to means this is the it is like this. Okay, I'll uncomment it. What is the meaning of this is like x is equal to x plus 5. That is the detailed version of here. You can write it like this. Both will give you the same result only. For example, I will give you x is equal to x plus 5. Okay, both are same only. So you are giving it as, if you give it plus or equal to, it will behave it in the same way only. Now, if I print the value, one second. Once again, guys. Sorry. Okay, so what is the meaning of here is like both will give you the same value only. X is equal to x plus 5. If you give it, it will return the it will return as 15 only. Okay, so that is the value of, okay, again if you do it, it will give it. Okay, now I'll run and show you. See here, 15 it is returning. So we are having x is equal to 10. So what it will happen is like x plus 5. That is the meaning of it. So it will be like 10 plus 5. So my x previous value of x, it is 10. So it will be 10 plus 5. So my output, it is 15. So these are called as assignment operator. Same thing we will do it for minus as well. So if you see here, okay, so x is equal to minus or equal to 2. It means already you have value of 10. So if you wanted to minus 2, you will be able to do it. So now if you try to run it, it will be 10 minus 2. The value will be 8. So that is the value you will be getting it over here. Same thing, you will be able to do it for multiplication, division, whatever you want, you will be able to do it. So if you wanted to do multiplication, it will be multiplication equal to whatever value if you are giving, it will give you the result. So if you see here, it will be 30. My value is 10. So 10 into 3, it is like 30. So it will add the value, whatever you are giving, it will add it. And then we are assigning back it to the x value. So that is the meaning of it. So I'm giving 10 into 30, I'm doing the multiplication and I'm assigning back the value to the x. So it will be 30. Likewise, you will be able to give it for division as well. So division or equal to, so it will be 5.0. Now we have I'll tell you one more thing. So we all know this is x is equal to 10. It is an assignment operator. Okay. So we saw this over here. Now what it will happen if I am giving x double equal to 10. Okay. We'll give it just like this. What is the anyone can tell me? Do you know if I give 1 equal to, what is this meaning? What is that meaning of when we give double equal to?
The comparison operator.
Comparison operator.
Yes, correct. It is a comparison operator. So that is the difference. So if you give one single equal to, it is like a it will be assignment operator. Okay. So if I am saying, okay, y equal to 5, okay, or 15 I gave it. Okay, I am just comparing the value. Okay, so if I'm just trying to print this value, what it will happen? It will return false. Why it is 15 is not equal to 10. Okay, so here this is an assignment operator. When you use double equal to, it means it is a comparison operator. You are comparing whether my value 15 is equal to 10. It is not equal, so it is returning false. If I give, if I'm giving instead of 10, if I'm giving 15, what it will happen? It will return true because my value is matching. That
I
is
have
the
a
difference. Yes, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So there is, like you said, there are operator, right? X plus equals to 5, which is x equals to x plus 5, right? But I remember vaguely that I've read about x equals to plus 5. What is the difference between these two?
Which two?
No, it's not here. So one is x plus equals to 5 and one is x equals to plus 5. I typed in the chat.
Okay. I'm just saying, wait. Once again, I'll show you the difference. So what is meant by x equal to plus 5 is like, this is an, I'll show you the difference, wait. Sweet, I'll run here and 105. It will just return you the 5 only. This is like a urinary operator. Okay. So if you give -5, it will be same also. It will not assign the like, it will not add everything. So whatever value you are giving, it will return it as a positive value. If you give it as a negative value, it will give it as -5. That is the difference. If you give before equal to, if you give plus, that is like it will add and give you the result. If you give it like this, it will return, it is like a urinary plus operator. It will give the, it means simply positive 5. If you give negative -5, it will give you -5. That is, there is no difference. It means what does, okay, in other terms, if I say x is you will be storing the value, right? Like z is equal to 10. You are storing the value. Same thing only. Same, it is a similar thing only. If you are giving plus 10, it means your positive value you are storing, negative value you are storing. There is no, it will not add and give you those details like the above one.
So in Java, we actually z equal to plus 10 means it will be z equal to z plus 10, right? So it doesn't work that way, is it?
Yes, it doesn't work in that way.
Okay.
Any other questions?
So basically there is no use of having this
Yes,
equals
correct.
to and plus operator, whatever, right?
Yes.
So okay.
Okay. Okay. We'll move on to the next. So we have this comparison operator we already saw, right? So that is equal to we already saw. I have defined a variable a equal to 10, b equal to 5. What I'm going to check, a equal to means it will just check whether my value of a is equal to b. Okay, if it is not equal means we have to give this exclamatory equal to. It will check whether my a value is not equal to b value. Okay, so if I wanted to check whether my a value is greater than b, you have to give this greater than symbol. If you wanted to give this lesser than symbol, it means it will check whether my a value is lesser than or b value. Okay, so what will be the output of all these value? It will be a Boolean value. Either it is a true or false. If the condition is met, it will return true. If it is not met, it will return it as false. Okay, so if we have this greater than or equal to symbol and also less than or equal to symbol also, we are having it. Okay, so now I will run and show you. Okay, so this is like equal. It will check whether my value is equal or not. This is like not equal. This is greater. This is lesser. Greater than or equal. This is lesser than or equal. Okay, so now if I try to run it, okay, if you see here, it is returning false. Why? My 10 is not equal to 5. Okay, so my a value is not equal to 5. So it is returning it as false. Okay, so now I'm going to check if whether my a value and b value, whether it is not equal. So here it is not equal because 10 is not equal to 5 only. So it is returning the value as true. Again, I'm checking if my a value is greater than b. So obviously 10 is greater than 5. So it is returning true. I'm just checking my a value is lesser than b. Yes, it is lesser than, it is not lesser than b. So it is returning false. I'm just checking whether it is greater than or equal. Either it should be greater or it should be equal. I'm just checking, yes, my value, here it is, I'm just checking a is greater than or equal to 10. So my value is already 10. So this equal condition it is meeting. So it is true. And here I'm just checking whether my b value is lesser than or equal to 5. So here my value is meeting to 5. So what is it returning? It is returning it as true. These are called comparison operator. Any doubts here? Okay, so we'll move on to the next thing. So here we saw only one condition. Am I right? So that is whether I'm just checking whether my value is greater than or lesser than, or those things alone we saw. So if we wanted to check it for multiple conditions, that is also possible. We have this and or symbol. So what I'm going to check is my A value is greater than 5 and B value is lesser than 2. I wanted to meet these two conditions. What I'm going to say, and operator I'm going to give. It means if both the conditions are meeting, then it will return true. If suppose if both my conditions are not meeting, then it will return false. Okay, so that is the logic of and operator. Okay, so I'll comment this out. So A equal to 10, B equal to 5. What I'm going to check is if my A value is greater than 5. Okay, obviously my value is greater than 5 and B value is greater than 2. So what it will do? My condition, it will be true. So here it is true. Now if I give here, my A value is greater than 50. Okay, so obviously one of the condition is failing. My A value is 10, 10 is not greater than 50. So in this case, what will be my result? It will return false. Why? Because both the condition has to meet. That is the criteria for AND operator. So here one of the condition is failing. So what it is returning? It is returning false. Is there any doubt? Okay. Then we will move on to the next topic. So that is like OR operator. So OR means what it will return is like if any one of the condition is met, then it will return true. Okay. So here if we see my A value is greater than 5. Obviously yes. And B value is greater than 10. Here it is failing. But one of my condition is passed. So in this case what it will happen? It will return true. Because my one of the condition is passing, so it is returning true. So what will happen if both my condition is failing? Any answer? So here I'm saying A is greater than 50, B is greater than 10. Both my condition is failing. Okay, I'll tell you. So if both my condition is failing, then it will return false. So our condition basically it will as any one of the condition it should be met. If both the condition is failing, then it will return false. Okay, so we have another thing called not operator. Not operator, it will just reverse the result. Okay, so A is greater than 5. Yes, obviously it will return true. But sometimes if you want the result as false, then what it will do, it will just reverse the result. So not operator, even though you get it as true, once you give the not, it will give you the result as false only. See here, it is returning it as false. Suppose I am saying we'll give 50. Okay, so here what it will happen? A is greater than 50. What will be the result of not? We will see here. See here, it is giving true. Whatever value you are getting it, it will just reverse the value. That is the operation of not. Is there any doubt for and or not? Okay. Now we'll move on to the next. Likewise, we will have something called membership operators. Okay. So what is mean by this membership operator is like, so we will check in operators. Okay. So I have a variable called text. Text is equal to apple. Okay. So we have membership operators is nothing but in and not in. What I'm going to check is A is in text. It means whether A value is available inside this value apple. Yes, A is present inside this apple. So what it will return? It will return true. We will run this and check. Okay, I'll comment it out the previous line. So if you see the line number 63, text is equal to apple, print A in text. Okay, so what it will do? True. Why? Because value A is present in this text message. So what is this? Apple. A is present. Now if I say X is present in text, no, it will go and check whether my X is present in this text message. It is not present. So what it will do? It will just return the value as false. Likewise, we can check not in also. Here I am going to say X is not in the text. Okay, I'm going to say not in text. So what it will happen? It will return true because X is not in the text message. So if same way, if I'm giving A is not in text, it will return false. Why? Because A is present in this apple. So if you see here, it will return false only. So these are called the membership operators. So till now we saw arithmetic operators. Show you here. So till now we saw this arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operators, it's nothing but we will do all the arithmetic operations, whatever we are doing. All the operators are available in Python. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, all we saw it. Then we saw the assignment operator, equal to, plus or equal to, minus or equal to, all these things we saw it. And then we saw the comparison operator, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than. And logical operators we saw, which is used to combine the condition, and means both the conditions should be true. If any one of the condition is true, we can use, or if you want to reverse the result, you can use the not operator. And finally you have this membership operator, which is used to check the value in the sequence. That is the meaning over here. Any doubts till now?
Can you go back to that membership operator? So just wanted to see the syntax. Okay. We just give the alphabet or whatever letter you want to check it, and then give it if it is present in that variable. Okay.
Is it clear to everyone? Anything else? Okay, we have tomorrow we will see what is conditional statement, that is if else statement, for loop, those and all. So if I take that, it will take time. Okay, so we will have that as tomorrow's topic. If you have any doubts, we will discuss it now, or else we can wind up the class.
So will you be giving us any like exercises or practice anything for
Yes,
us
Deepa,
to?
definitely I'll be giving you the assignments.
Okay. Okay.
Once,
so that will start from like tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow we will start it. Correct, Deepa.
Okay. Okay.
So basically, once we pay, we will get our logins so that we can log in and see all that details.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
We'll give you the access to the chat point, so all the things. And Madhusudan, yes, you will be getting the notes along with the recordings, Madhusudan.
So how in depth will we go on to Python coding before we start? Like how much more is there for to understand in Python before we start the Playwright? Like how many classes or what level we go with Python?
So, taking after this for loop, if Leslie will, I'll tell you what is this functions and all. So whatever it is required for the testing, that is for the Playwright part, I will cover everything.
Okay, got it.
Because you need to know how to write functions and all. Definitely looping is needed. So all those things I will be covering it, not in a very detailed manner. Then we will jump on into the Playwright.
Okay. Yeah. Can you provide entire curriculum?
Yes, sure.
Whatever you're teaching.
Yes.
So do you also, can you recommend some place to practice? Like, when we give this, when we go for this QA jobs, now they are taking this coding coding test, live coding test in US at least. So I'm not sure about India. So do you know any website where we can practice or anything like that?
Sure, I'll give you this. I'll post it in the WhatsApp group, whatever it is required for
Sure.
practice.
Thank you.
Yes, but Maja, we will cover the OOPS concepts. OOPS concepts will be covered. Yes. Any other doubts?
Where can we see entire curriculum, whatever you're teaching?
It is there in the website. It is posted in the website. 1 second, guys. I'll give you the link. I'm just taking it.
So the duration, will it be like for an hour or it will be less or more, or depends on like?
No, it is actually 1 hour only. So since it is starting, I'm not dumping everything in a single go.
Okay.
Okay, but it is 1 hour. Sometime if you have any doubts, it might get extended to 40 minutes, 45 minutes also. Because when you take advanced classes, many people will have doubt. Okay, so my next topic is like conditional statement. We have only 15 minutes. Definitely it will not be covered in 15 minutes. That's why I'm taking it in the next class. So I have posted the curriculum in the chat. You guys can go through it. Okay.
Thank you.
And Badmanja, yes, I'll be providing the Python scripts. I'll be we will give you the SharePoint access where the notes and as well the PY file, whichever we are using it in the class, I'll be uploading that.
Thanks.
Okay, any other doubts?
So practice in the sense like, do you have any portal or where we there'll be like we have to practice, or we just download the PyCharms and then start practicing? So how does it work?
You can download the PyCharm and you can practice it, Deepa.
Okay, so you'll be giving us any websites or
Assignments.
something to practice assignments? Okay.
Yeah, assignments I'll give you. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay. If nothing else, we can wind up the call. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night. Good night.
Thank you.
Thanks, all. Bye.